Namaste. Well, yes, it's a new day and we are continuing with the same topic. Last time I mentioned about the four pillars of yoga and we talk about the four elements Ahar, Vihar, Achar, Vichar. Today I'm going to focus on the first pillar, which is Ahar. So as I mentioned, Ahar meaning anything which is going inside our body in terms of food, water, which is going to give us some energy, giving us some nutrients, and which is actually helping us in this day-to-day routine life. So that if we have the energy, then we are going to do some actions according to that. So when we talk about Ahar, that means food. First thing is that how many times are we having our food during the day? Have you ever noticed that? Well, some people will say that 4 times, 6 times, small 8 meals. So there are a variety of answers. Because it's a virtual class, I can't question and you can't give me the answer, but generally this is what the trend is. Now, let me come and let me just focus on what kind of a healthy routine you all must follow. So let us say that you should have at least 4 meals during the day. Now 4 meals are very common meals. Your breakfast, your lunch, your evening snacks, and then your dinner. It is important whenever we are eating something, it has to be well digested, it has to be absorbed well. Only then we get the energy of that food completely. So one is that you should have a good metabolism. That means whatever you are eating should be digested well and should also be eliminated from the system at the right time. So it is very important that the elimination process is also taking place in the right way. So you are supposed to excrete the waste material at least 2 times a day. Once a day, 2 times is a very healthy habit. Now, coming to what we are taking in. So, as I mentioned, we should break the fast. Now, when you are sleeping at the night and you wake up in the morning, it's always around 8 to 10 hours gap between the meals. So it is very important that you are supposed to break that fast, and that is your breakfast. What are you supposed to eat? It depends upon your geographic area, the climatic conditions. Whatever is your, like a place where you are living in, you are supposed to follow that. So in a simple way, I would say that you should have your food which is seasonal plus which is according to the geographic region. Geographic region, that means if suppose I am living in, for example, I am living in Europe. So I have to follow the climatic conditions of Europe. If it is very cold, I have to eat the food materials which are going to make my body warm and which are going to produce some more heat in the body. If I am in a place where the weather is very hot, so that means you are supposed to have some cooling agents. So again, it depends upon person to person, body to body, place to place. Simple thing is, you are supposed to have the food which is fresh, which is not stale, which is not preserved, which is not refrigerated. So if you have all these things, clear in your mind that, okay, now when I'm supposed to eat something, it has to be fresh, it has to be small quantity, it has to be which is suiting my body type. So you just have that, okay? Because it's very difficult to tell each one of you that you are supposed to eat, that, not supposed to eat that. So it is up to you how to decide and make your own diet chart. Breakfast, then your lunch. Now lunch again has to be something which is having proportion of everything. You have some carbohydrates, you have some rice, chapati. I'm just talking because I'm an Indian. So usually an Indian thali is, full of some sabzi, that is some vegetables. We have some dal, we have some rice, we have some chapati, we have some salads, mixture of everything. And then we have some snacks in the evening. Now what are we talking about when I'm saying snacks? Definitely no pizzas or burgers, but something which is healthy, like some fruits. It can be some lemon juice, it can be some fruit juice, it can be some milk, it can be little poha, idli, again according to your, whatever you are, whichever area you are in. And then comes the dinner. Dinner is again supposed to be something which is light, which is fresh, which is easily digestible, so that you get a nice soothing sleep. One more important thing is 4 meals and 4-hour break in between each meals. This is important. So that means your breakfast and lunch, gap of 4 hours, lunch and snacks, gap of 4 hours, snacks and dinner, gap of 4 hours. So again, calculation can be done by yourself, that whatever you are eating has to be taken, the next meal has to be taken after around 4 hours. Why? Because we need 4 hours to digest the previous food. So it is important, once the previous food gets digested, then you should add something new to your body. So a very simple thing about AHAR is something related to food. Obviously we know that the human body, 70 to 75%, it is made up of what? It constitutes water. So it is very important to keep your body hydrated with some fluids, which comprises of some fresh water, which comprises of some juices like lemon juice, fruit juice. Also eating the fruits and chewing them well, that is important. Now when I come to this point, it is very important for me to tell you that you are supposed to chew your food very well. If you chew your food well, then the saliva is being absorbed in the food, and that helps in making the complete digestive system healthy. You are absorbing the food well. The churning in the abdomen takes place, so when the food is being churned, then all the enzymes produced and then the saliva getting mixed. So it is a healthy way of eating. So you should chew your food quite well. Coming to water, many people say we drink water with food, we don't drink water with food. What is it? What are we supposed to do? Again, coming to the point and giving you the tip straight away. You are supposed to have water at least half an hour or 45 minutes before your meal, so that the entire system gets washed and it is ready for the food to get in. During the food, it is advisable not to have water, because when we are chewing and the food is inside, the process is going on, Agni component, the fire component has to be there. So if we are pouring water inside the system, that means that fire is going away. So it is important that that component has to be there. So eat your food nicely. Mindful eating is very important. You are supposed to enjoy what you are eating. You're supposed to be connected with what you are doing right now, appreciating the person who made the food, and just seeing it like, it's a very beautiful gift which we are eating, and we are going to gain a lot of energy. So with a lot of positive thoughts, if you are eating your food at the right time, with the right intervals, and also taking care of the season, the place, I think it will be a very good way to keep your immune system healthy, strong, and you all will feel better and you will feel good. So that is something about the first pillar, which is AHAR. So we have understood 4 pillars and the first pillar, AHAR. And now in the next lesson, we will be talking about the next pillar. So till then, you take care of yourself, you eat healthy, you stay healthy. Namaste.